Hey everybody, so this is going to be our video walkthrough of how to use the new CPQ system. So to start off, you're going to be directly into your opportunity page. Okay, so you can see here I'm working under the opportunity of test job fair under my contact Talmadge. Okay, so I want to go ahead and quote Talmadge, one opportunity expo and a virtual career fair. So I'm going to go click the button here at the top of your opportunity that says create new quote. All right, so you're going to click on that. This pop-up is going to display with some defaults here. You're going to see an expiration date of 7 days in the future. This is going to be a 12-month subscription term. And really the one thing that you might want to change depending on what you happen to be quoting your client is the billing frequency. You can see there's options here for monthly, quarterly, or some kind of custom billing. For this purpose, I'm going to go ahead and keep it on one time and hit save. And as it's thinking, okay, so now it's going to actually say, you'll see this little green pop-up up here that says quote number 57 was created. You'll see this here and you can enter the quote by clicking this button, or if it disappears before you get a chance to, you can also see your new quote 57 over here in the quote box on the right of your opportunity page. So I'm going to go ahead and click on quote 57 and it's going to open up my new quote page. So this is what your display is going to look like. There's nothing in here yet because we've just created it new. To add our first products, we're going to go ahead and hit the button up top here called Edit Lines. Okay, and there's two ways of actually editing or adding products to your quote. You can use the search button up here, which I find significantly easier, or if you know exactly what it is that you happen to be looking for, you can actually click into a product category and click it directly there. So for instance, if I know that my client is interested in a search and employ and we're only talking about a quarter page ad for one issue, I can open it here and click. Okay, pretty easy if you know where it is, but I happen to think that for a lot of products it's just going to be quicker and save you some time to use a search button. So in this case my client is interested in attending the next Phoenix event, so I'm going to go ahead and click here and you'll see the next Phoenix event pops up right here very easily. So I'm going to click the checkbox to the left and you can either hit select if that's the only product you're quoting, or you can do select and add more if you're adding products. Okay. My company also wants to attend a virtual career fair, so I'll show you how to do that directly with the product categories. So I'm going to come down here to the virtual event category, click here, find the product that I want to quote them, which is going to be this one, and hit select. Okay, and now it's actually taking me to my quote with the products that I have selected. So you can see both line items here, their unit price and the quote total. So if that's good to go, I can go ahead and hit save and move on. But if I have talked to my client about adding a discount or possibly a total targeted price for their quote, I can go ahead and make those adjustments here. So for instance, if I've given them a 10% discount, I can go ahead and click 10 here, hit enter, and you'll see now that my quote total has changed to reflect the 10% discount. You'll also see it per line item because that discount has been applied across all products in this quote. So you'll see that each product has been discounted by 10% to yield the total. So one question that we have been getting is it possible to go ahead and discount one product and not the others? In the CPQ system, that is not going to be possible. And there's a number of reasons for that. But going forward, know that any adjustments that you make either to targeted price or discounted prices will be applied to all the products in your quote. Okay, let's say instead though I don't want to give them a discount, we just talked about a flat fee. So I would like my flat fee to be $1,750. Okay, and that's going to be some kind of discount from the $1,890 that would originally be. All right, so I'm going to hit $1,750. You can now see my quote total here is going to be that $1,750. And again, that discount is going to be applied uniformly across both of my products. Okay, so I'm happy with this. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Okay, so now I have a quote with products attached to it. So what I'm going to want to do is make sure that everything looks correct. So I'm going to hit Preview Document, And there are going to be a few templates that you can choose from. We will eventually have more of these added, but for right now, we're mainly going to be focusing on the Recruit Military quote template, or the one that's itemized, in the event that my clients want to actually see how their discounts were appropriated. So right now I'm just going to hit the regular quote template and hit preview. And now this pop-up will show up in the middle of my screen with what the contract will actually look like. So I can kind of do a quick QC check here, just make sure everything looks good. It's going to show both of my products, the details for that, so that my client can review it. Very professional. And it's going to show the total quoted price that we had discussed right off the bat. All the terms, everything in here is correct. And eventually when we do the e-contract, this will have the e-signature file, but right now we're just previewing. So I think that looks good. I'll go ahead and close out of this. And if I did happen to want to see the itemized quote as well, we could look at that. Hit preview. And now you'll see that my client can see the original price with the discounted sales price right here. So they can actually see that I gave them a pretty nice discount. Okay. All right, so all of that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and just give them the regular template, click cancel, and now I'm going to actually generate my document. So I'm going to come up here and click this button. All right, all of that is going to hit by default. And there's two options up here. Eventually we will probably get rid of the save an email button. Don't click that. You're going to want to just click save. Okay. And that's actually going to save the quote document to your contact, or to your opportunity. All right, perfect. So now we're ready to send this out to our client. We're going to go ahead and hit send e-contract. Okay, here is going to be the email that you can send. I'm going to say enjoy your discount and hit next. Okay, and here's where you're actually going to add your quote. You're going to come down here to this related notes and attachments, hit the drop down, and there is the quote document that we just generated, and then you're going to hit send for signature. And that, folks, is how you generate a quote in CPQ. Enjoy.